So today is Star Wars Day, or at least tomorrow is when this video comes out. Let's talk about movies and shows. Star Wars are rated. And rest in peace to Jordan Lucas. Okay? Did I say George? I meant George Lucas. That was the point. Anyway. Yes, he's been dead for a while. He's been dead since 2018. Okay? Now, beyond that point. Starting off with the original 1980s Star Wars. I mean, the original 1970s Star Wars, right? You know, New Hope, right? Right? And then, of course, right, get the one after that. Then, of course, we got Star Wars, right? The Clone Wars. Right, they got Star Wars Rebels. Got The Mandalorian, which is getting a movie. But, and then, of course, we got the Han Solo movie, right? Which is made after the Star Wars 2016 movie after his character died. Yes, I do hate that. Make a movie come out a year after his character died. It's very stupid. Okay? Believe me, for years I didn't even watch that because I was afraid it was gonna deblemish the character, and it didn't. Okay? Next up, on Star Wars movies and Star Wars shows for Star Wars Day. You ready? Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Have I said that yet? Yep. Right. The Star Wars, I forgot the name of the character. Alaga? The woman with the weird blue hair. Yep. Star Wars, The Clone Wars again, but the much different animated show. That's right, there's two different Star Wars Clone Wars show. Yep. And of course, next up on the list, I know this isn't Star Wars related, but the question I'm asking is, do you think Generation Robotic Kid, right, which is also made by George Lucas, right? I mean Jordan Lucas, right? It's made by his other company, right? Made by TIF, but TIH, yeah. Pictures, right? So it's much as Star Wars as anything because it's made by him. Question is, yep. Let's do Star Trek. Now I hate Star Trek, but we're gonna do Star Trek in this video. We're gonna do a lot of different things in this video. This is, I guess you could say, a TV show versus. But this is gonna go for Star Wars Day. The first half of this is Star Wars Day. We're doing sci-fi shows. Which one is better? Okay, or for TV show versus, this will probably be the last one ever. But believe me, I will have a lot more videos coming out. Okay, next up is the one, the only, for Star Trek. Star Trek, the 1960s show, Star Trek Next Generation, and Star Trek, the 90s show, the one that starts with a V, And of course, you got every Star Trek movie ever made. That's the end of this video. Okay, now we got X-Files. X-Files is a TV show from 1993. But they lasted 10 years. But had not one but 2 movies. But also had a cartoon TV show. Yep. Let's do sci-fi again here. We're going to talk about the one, the only, Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon, right, is Flash before Flash. Right, but we're talking about Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon, right, has had not one, he's had many serials. Flash Gordon is an outer space superhero, but from Earth. Right, he tries to save the planet by going to another planet from getting our planet from keeping our planet from getting destroyed. Right? At the same time the other planet is getting destroyed. That is the whole point of Flash Gordon. There's one movie from the 1980s. There's a 1940 serial. There's a TV show from the 2007. Right? Oh yeah, and there's, I think, 3 cartoons of Flash Gordon. Let's do one more sci-fi. But let's go with the Critters. That's right. Critters are these outer space creatures that come to Earth. There's not one film, but there's 4 original films. But there's 5 if you count Critters Attacks. Right? From the Earth to pretty much eat us. Okay, we got Stargate. We got Stargate G1. We got Stargate SU1. Well, okay, and we got Resident Alien. Next up on the ranking list. Right. Remember now, this is sci-fi. You ready? This is for Star Wars Day. This is for May the 4th. Not all these are Star Wars related. These all are sci-fi. And we're gonna go with no. Then the one, the only, Cowboys and Aliens. But Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. That's right. And then the one, the only, Briscoe County Jr. Oh, that's right. The next up for the sci-fi ranking of this one, right? Peace out. Okay. You ready? This is a big one for the sci-fi list. You ready? Sharknado. Yes, Sharknado is sci-fi. But how else do you explain sharks turn into tornado? Could it happen? Possibly, but no. I mean, there's 5 movies that kind of makes you think, what the hell? Okay? Okay, next up. We'll see.